Today on BladeHQ.com, we're taking a look at the brand new for 2013 Benchmade Auto Triage. The number on it is 9170. It's basically the newest variation of the 916, which is here, and the 915, which is here. So very nice blades. It's cool to see them do an auto version, simply because I know a lot of first responders simply like that flexibility that an auto gives you. Just open that knife very quickly. Also, the rescue hook on it is automatic as well. So cool to see that. We'll look at those in depth. I'm going to go over the overview with it and compare it to the older models as well. So first of all, the overall length on this is 8.3 inches. The blade length is 3.5 inches, made from N680 steel. Rockwell hardness of 58 to 60, so it's not going to be that hard to sharpen. Always love to point that out. I like how Benchmade does that with most of their knives, have easy steels to sharpen. I think that's great for the average consumer. So it's got Benchmade's axis lock on it, very solid lockup, front to back play, nothing, side to side, nothing. So I should mention this is a first production run as well. This is supposed to come in several different varieties. Currently we only have this one. I believe it's coming in a satin blade as well as a non-serrated blade, so just your own personal preference there. It's got this G10 inlaid scale, and it's very grippy. If you've ever handled the 916 or the 915, that's one thing you'll notice is just this G10 is so grippy. I think it would probably tear your pocket apart on the inside simply because it's just very, very grippy, and that's great. In a first responder situation, you don't want that knife slipping out of your hand if it's wet or bloody or whatever else it can and might be on the scene. So that's basically what this knife is for, is on the scene, down and dirty, getting people out, getting people to safety, that sort of thing. So that G10 is very, very grippy. I don't have a good way to tell you how grippy it is, just very grippy. So keep that in mind. It's got a nice little thumb ramp, a little bit of a thumb ramp and jimping right there. I should mention as well, one of the features I like is this this rescue hook. So that's auto, it's just got the button there. Jimping on the button opens up, and they've really thought about placement as far as this hook goes. They've got the jimping right there, kind of a place to put your index finger. And then they've got the jimping right there, almost just designed as a place if you're using your finger like that, there's jimping there, or if you get your thumb on it like that. You'll notice you can get that right next to skin, no big deal. So if you need to cut a seat belt, or if somebody has a broken leg, you need to cut their pants, that sort of thing, this gives you a lot of flexibility in what you can do. So while we're at this end of the knife, let's talk about that carbide glass breaker right there. I believe it's carbide, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, carbide glass breaker right on the end. A little bit of jimping on that end as well. Let's talk about this pocket clip. Deep carry, which is nice. You can compare the two here. On the 915, the pocket clip is also deep carry, but you're still getting a little bit poking out there. This is just like as deep as you can go on this blade. 916 has the same style as the 915. So let me give you a pocket shot just to give you an idea of what it looks like in pocket. Gonna ride nicely. I should mention as well, this one is a little thicker than the, it feels a little thicker in hand. I'm gonna measure it for you right out. 0.59 inches versus 0.52. So not that much of a difference, but it feels thicker to me, and I think maybe part of that is it's heavier. This one, the 915 is 5.1 ounces, and the 9170, the brand new one, is 5.7 ounces. So I guess there's not that much difference either. Huh, impressive. I'm learning as I go here. So, but it feels heavier, just to me personally, it feels a little bulkier, but that may just be perception, I'm not sure. Maybe it's because it's a little thicker, I don't know. Let's check it out. Thicker this way, 1.5 inches, and then on the 915, 1.4. Really not that much bigger than the others. I thought it was a little bit bigger. It felt bigger in the hand, but really doesn't weigh that much more. You get the auto opening, that sort of thing. I think especially if it's a rainy situation or if it's a messy, bloody situation, it's going to be great to have that auto opening. I think that was a smart move rather than trying to get that open. I'm curious to see if they do make the sheep's foot version. This is the 915. If they end up with an auto version of that, who knows? Only time will tell, right? So 915 also has that rescue hook, but it is not automatic. So just things to think about as you're looking at different knives, different blades. And this one also has the lock on the back, so lock it in place. It's not going to go off in your pocket, no problems there. So, and I want to say, yep, this is an aluminum handle. So I mentioned that G10 inlay on an aluminum handle. I like this this bevel they've got here. They've got just this nice little bevel on that edge, and it fits nicely in the hand. Feels like plenty of knife to hold on to, and I like that. Let me show you it with a glove on. I figure most responders are going to be wearing gloves, so definitely something to think about. And there's a shot of it in my hand with a glove on. And it feels good. Feels good in hand like that. Very, very nice. My wife worked in the ER for quite a while, and I'd go visit her, and I don't know, to me, it just seems like every EMT, every firefighter should be carrying some sort of blade, and I think this is a great option. So, very, very cool. The blade centering on it, spot on. Very, very nice. So let me show you in comparison with the tactical clothespin, just for a size comparison. Good sized little blade. The closed length on it is 4.7 inches. So pretty much the exact same size as the 916 and 915. They've just made some slight modifications to it to make it an auto, and I think they've done a really good job. By the way, this one is $188. The 916, I take that back. MSRP on it is $285. Disregard anything I just said prior to $285. Log on our website to see the actual price. I'm just going to tell you that. MSRP on the 916 is $185, and MSRP on the 915 is $170. So I would tell you the prices currently listed on our website, but I see different prices, and you can too if you log in on BladeHQ.com. So check that out. Definitely Blade HQ is the place to buy your blades. So let me show you the grind angle. Grind angle on this one is about 15 degrees, right in there. And the blade thickness right at the spine is 0.32 inches. Right at the tip is 0.28 inches. And then right at the grind, as close as I can get to the grind, is 0.22 inches. So just some fun facts for you on that, just if you are one of those number people that likes to know everything possible about a blade. I think I hit most of the high points for you. If you have any questions on it, feel free to leave them in the comments section on YouTube if you're watching it on YouTube. If you're on the website, you might as well just hit that Buy Now button and take this knife home with you. Very cool blade, and the price is right at Blade HQ. So buy it now at BladeHQ.com.